The name Chris Casper may not spring to mind when mentioning the class of '92. But Chris was a member of that famous youth team that went on to world recognition. After a rollercoaster playing career, Chris has now found himself back, working with some familiar faces.
When you think back to the class of '92, what first comes to mind?
Spirit and togetherness. We were very close, obviously winning the Youth Cup in '92. It wasn't just the lads that actually won the game, it was the dressing room, the lads that were on the bench or in the squad. Everyone was together, and it was kind of led, obviously, by Sir Alex Ferguson. Our youth team coach was Eric Harrison, and the principles that they instilled in us was, first and foremost, was that spirit. Play together, you win together, you fight together.
When did you realise that you were part of something special?
Probably in the second year. I think the start of the season was probably about 10, 15 people watching the team. By the end of the season, it was probably about 400 or 500. So it kind of showed that there was a massive interest in that team, and we were obviously doing something that excited them and entertained them.
Talk us through this picture.
Yeah, that's after the Turkey game in the European Championships, '93. Very proud to represent my country, but also proud to represent the players that we actually had in the team. Gary, Sol Campbell, Robbie Fowler, Nicky Boat, Paul Scholes, and fortunately at the end of the season as well went on to be successful and win the European Championships.
How difficult was it leaving Manchester United?
I kind of knew that it was time for me to progress my career, and you know, I wasn't getting regular games in the first team. I was always in and around the squad. Sir Alex just signed Jaap Stam for 10 million, which was a world record for a defender. So when the opportunity came to go to Reading, it wasn't something that I could turn down. Thanks. Boxing Day '99 at Cardiff. It was just reckless. My leg was snapped in half. I was in a lot of pain, and hence the fact that, you know, there's gas and air there. I didn't recover from that, and a couple of years later decided to move on in my career as a coach. Gone into training, and it just dawned on me at that moment that I was wasting my time. It just got to the stage where I thought, I'm kidding myself here, and that was it. I moved on quickly.
There we are. 6 of the members of the class of '92 have a 10% share in the club. Someone must have encouraged the others to get on board with the idea.
I think it was an idea of Gary and Ryan's. It was born out of the idea of an academy first, giving children in the area and kids in the area an opportunity. So I think that was kind of like the idea of taking ownership of the club. Obviously, I've been a player, been a manager, been a coach. So having had experience in all those different areas, I suppose that, you know, that's probably why Gary approached me to be a sporting director. We've done OK, really. You know, 2 promotions in 4 or 5 years, in the FA Cup again. We're going in the right direction in building the club at a good and steady rate.
And if you do go through to the 3rd round, what would the reaction be like from the class of '92 owners and also the local community?
Improving and building that fan engagement, I think, is massive. A real, you know, cup run to capture people's imaginations, it'd be fantastic for us. And to give the people of Salford something to be excited about and get behind and support, I think it'd be fantastic for us.